So we have seen how easy it is to use SageMaker available pre-built models. You only need your data, but that convenience also comes with a cost because what you trade for is you trade for flexibility because there's only a limited selections of models available on AWS SageMaker and configuring these models and customizing them is really hard. You specify um, these models using the APIs, like these functions, and also with JSON configurations. And sometimes when you need to tweak the model a little bit, or doing some advanced configurations that the inflexibility prevents you from doing so. Um, Also, using the SageMaker SDK and AWS specific JSON configurations format is a vendor lock-in for us because you cannot bring these configurations to other cloud vendors and migrate easily like that. And so you have to use what AWS presents to you. And also, this prevents you from doing using other local development tools because the only tools that you're allowed to use in interacting with these models or doing like data analysis, things like that, are only the ones that SageMaker provides, and so you are limited in what you can uh, use and what's available for you. And so that's why we want to use uh, our own algorithms package in our Docker images so that we can plug this in anywhere and we can customize it to the extent that we want. Um, I also want to talk more about uh, the high level schema of my project. So um, I kind of brush over this in the short video, but so the entire pipeline is that um, you have a trigger, which can be Alexa, can be new data, new code, or manual, and this trigger um, posts publish something on the SNS topic, um, which is called launch topic, and it doesn't matter what the message is. Um, you just have to publish onto this, and but that also means that you can configure it further and parse the message and do something more advanced. And so it triggers this step function, which is a bunch of states connected together into a workflow. Um, each state, at each step, you have like starting a job, checking job status, and checking whether it's complete or not. If it's not complete, then go just cycle and be in this state again. But if it's succeeded, then um, go send a success parameter. If it failed, then this diagram doesn't show, but it will publish to a rollback um, topic, which triggers failure notification. And so, in order to turn our own algorithms to SageMaker models, we start building the images by calling docker run, um, which is what SageMaker does with our images under the hood. And so it will take our code, it will take our Docker file, and then it will create containers based on the images. And so the train image would take whatever training data that we have. This can reside on an S3 bucket, but it can also be copied straight into the Docker container that we have. And then it launches a training job, which the step function will check whether it succeeds or not. The output of this training job is a model artifact, which is a trained model configurations um, that is compressed and will be put inside an S3 bucket. Um, and so this is the end of the training step. Now we go to the serving step, where it will build the serve image into container again, and then pulls the model artifact from whichever place that we dropped it in the training step to create a SageMaker model wrapper. Um, and so by after doing this, then we create the endpoint, which exposes the model uh, in to outside users. So yeah, so the train image is the core of it is a script that can take data um, and then do something with that data in order to produce this model artifact over here. And the core of the inference image is uh, kind of like a server where SageMaker is expecting some specific endpoints that users can hit. For example, for prediction, it's like slash invocation, and then you have also slash ping. Um, so yeah, so there are some constraints that your image needs to have, but besides from that, it's up to you to customize the images.